Little short video on my lunch break. Brought to you by Premier Protein and Jay over at Prepared Citizens Training Group. I know that's backwards in the camera, but PreparedCitizensTG.com. Give it a second and see if we get a few people in here. So I made another order last week. Hey, Sister Krista. Made another order with Jay and got me some more Salishmans because I needed those. Some more orange and black. The black ones I think are more tactical, but the orange ones I find infinitely more use because you can use them like as a sash. Prove I really carry one every day. Pow. You throw one of those on over you, use it like a sash in case you need to like run out in the highway for something, or you know, if God forbid there were a active pewter, you know, if you have to call the police, whatever, you can say I'm the good guy with the orange sash, something like that. They just have lots of uses. You know, in a pinch, you can use them as a tourniquet. You can use them as a tourniquet on a kid or a canine, where a lot of the industry standard stuff won't. The other thing that's great about the Salishmans, besides that they're inexpensive, is you can use them for non-medical things. You can use them to just bind. You know, if you need to carry a rick of sticks, you can wrap it up with that. Use it kind of like an impromptu toe strap or whatever. They are elasticized though, so don't store them in direct sunlight for long periods of time. Jay carries them without the pouch and with the pouch. They're almost double the money with the pouch, but the pouch is kind of like a soft glasses case that's just slightly oversized, and it zips up. It's nondescript, pretty discreet, just black pouch. It's not overly tactical. It's got a belt loop if you want to put it on your britches or affix it to something in your car. Put it on your oh shit handle. And then I also went ahead and got some of these CPR masks. I'm not going to pull it all out, but it unfolds, you know, so that way if you give mouth to mouth, you're not getting somebody else's cooties on you, especially if they like barf or aspirate or whatever. I guess aspiration's the other direction, but anyways, so I got that stuff. And then again from PreparedCitizensTrainingGroup.com, PreparedCitizensTG.com, the Prepared Citizens Airway and Breathing Kit, which is a hyphen mini chest seal twin pack and a nasopharyngeal airway MPA with the lube, in case you need to intubate somebody with an obstructed or defective airway. And Jay's got a super stellar price on that as a kit. And he's nice enough to put it in those heavy duty Ziploc bags, but I needed some more chest seals, and for what he's bundling them for, I couldn't pass up on another MPA. Sterile, not made with natural latex. So you people with latex allergies, you're not going to get the itchy throats. Of course, if you're getting one of these, you're probably not worried about the itchy throat. And actually, you probably will get an itchy throat because there's usually, it scratches a little going down. But anyways, let's catch up to the chat and say hi to everybody. We got Justin B, Demo Man Dom, Team Quack Attack, what's up? Jacob 2A Guy, thanks for being here. TMT's lurking, he's at work still. Shout out to Lucas Pollock, you're new here. Thank you. You love my streams. I appreciate you. Morning D Targani. Hello, how are you? I bet you're from the other side of the world. Glad you're here, though. Anthony Carpenter. So yeah, everybody, that's my box drop. Get your Schlishmans while they last. They are made in China. I don't know if Dr. Sam Schlishman has any intention of ever producing them stateside. I'm sure if he did, they would probably be at least double the price. But look at those as a consumable good. They're inexpensive because they're cheap to make and they don't last forever. But Jay has said that he's used one like 100+ times in training classes. I wouldn't, just like the cat tourniquets and the other more expensive TQs, any of the other medical equipment, dedicate one or two for training and then keep a couple as pristine or as close to pristine as possible for actual use. I'm about due for a couple new cats so I can rotate out the ones that have been getting funky. Like this one I've been carrying around in my pocket for 2 years, and I have put it on once or twice lightly just to demonstrate to people that didn't know. So I'm probably due for a new one for the everyday pocket. I need to rotate probably the one off of my pistol belt to the pocket, and this one will just go in the practice bin, and then get a fresh one for the pistol belt. I'm just gonna rotate it out. Sophia B, welcome. For those of you just getting here, PreparedCitizensTrainingGroup.com. Follow him on all the socials. One thing I forgot to mention on that airway and breathing kit, I kind of want to take some responsibility for that because I badgered him about selling components individually. I was like, come on, man, I need some chest seals. And so he made this kit, and I'm going to take credit for it, whether he gives it or not. But the chest seals are for like a sucking chest wound. They come in a 2-pack like this. These are the minis. They make a bigger one. But how these work, well, there's pictures on the back for people like Muffin Top. No speaking to English. But you use the red tip technology. All the stuff from North American Rescue pretty well all has the red tip technology. You tear that open, unfold it, and like if you've got a sucking chest wound, a bullet hole or a stab wound, puncture mark, something inside the pleural space in the box, your torso, peel that sticker. It's just a big sticker with ventilation. You stick it on over the wound. Like if it's bloody, you want to wipe the ooh goo off there. Stick this thing on, and they give you 2 because gunshot wounds are usually through and through. So you've got an entrance wound and an exit wound. And they burp, so you don't have to worry about burping the wound. Used to, like, as a less expensive substitute, you can use the petroleated gauze, or even just like a bag. Like you could use Jay's heavy Ziploc bags. You could put that on and tape it to your chest. Bare chest, obviously, not on the t-shirt. But you can tape that on, and they tell you to tape 3 sides, so that way it can kind of burp, because as the patient breathes, it'll, like a flutter valve, it'll close off so that they can get a breath, and then when they are exhaling, it will flap, and it'll purge, it'll bilge whatever blood or liquid or whatever is running out. These, you don't have to do that, because they've got the little vents in the triangle, if that makes sense. But these are great, and you don't have to, like, they're already folded in there, so you don't have to worry about folding them. Like that ankle kit that I carry when I wear jeans. And you can squeeze 2 in there, but then the ankle kit doesn't want to fold. But it has 1 in it. But I've always got more in my pack. This is just like the bare minimum, the what you've got on you. Everyday carry. It gets all crinkly. And I switched this out back a month or so ago. That's why I needed to get some new ones. Asking the folks over at Bear Independent at Refuge Medical just a while ago on their live stream what their opinion was on Best Buy dates. And they said, like, for gauze and stuff, non-medicated items, they're not really worried about the best by dates, expiration dates, like on the gauze and stuff. Like, and I kind of worry about that sometimes because the stuff I sell at work, like that we get from North American Rescue, which the gauze and stuff I can get. For some reason, the vendor I order from, they don't have the hyphen chest seals, but like the gauze will have the manufacturer date and then the expiration date. And I was asking them over at Refuge what they thought. Sophia B, what was that website? Which website? PreparedCitizensTrainingGroup.com. Where's Jay's card? Here we go. Prepared Citizens with an S and then TG for traininggroup.com. Thank you, Grit and Grace. Grit and Grace dropped it in the chat. Now I got to repack my ankle kit. Oh, and it's full of fuzzies. That's the fun thing about pulling all this out. You have to pack it all back in there and make it fit just so. I'm not reading all the chats. Thank you, guys. Missouri Survival, what's up? Glad you're here. Kind of an odd time, I know, everybody. Decided to eat lunch before I talked rather than talk and then have to try and get lunch down. So we'll repack this. Yeah, Jay over at Prepared Citizens Training Group. He's the dude. I've got one of his MFACs that I need to do a review on. But I mean, till you use it, it's just kind of a tabletop. It's just an unboxing video. But it's got the Slishman, pair of gloves, Slishman, one of the packs of gauze like I just showed you, and the ETQ wide, the everyday carry tourniquet, which that's the first one of those I've had, and I haven't messed with it. I need to pull it out and stage it. I've actually, shamelessly, I've got that kit, that MFAT kit in the dangler on my chest rig right now, just so that it's in there. If you're interested in the ankle kit, I think Jay needs to put one together. But this one you can get on Amazon, stocked with their components. I've changed out a lot of this stuff. But this ankle kit is made in the USA. It's by Ryker Nylon Gear, like Ryker Prison, R-Y-K-E-R, Ryker Nylon Gear, ankle IFAC, I forget their abbreviation, but it's ankle IFAC. You look around on Amazon, you'll find it. I've rebuilt it a couple times because I've been wearing this every day for, I think before I said 3 years, but I was thinking back on it, it's been longer than that. But yeah. So what's everybody doing today? We got a few minutes before I got a blast. I don't have long, but I got a little bit. Done with my PSA. Grit and Grace just got her FVAC today. Cool, so you got a mail drop today too. I told Jay to not worry about stickers and stuff, to give me a bunch of his cards, and he did. He gave me a stack of probably, I don't know, 8 or 10 of his business cards. But I guess he can't help himself, and he went ahead and threw in another one of these patches with his logo on it. They're pretty nice patches. It's got the Velcro backer even. So like, I guess if I wanted to be different, I could just carry it around like a challenge coin in my pocket. I don't know, someday, the next time I correspond with Muffin Top, I'll throw a bunch of these in, a bunch of this stuff that I've accumulated, so he's got some swag for giveaways. Dug up a bunch of bushes, one area of property, transplant it to another area. The winds are wild. Well, I mean, if it's bright and sunny, I'll take the wind. It's when it's rainy that the wind sucks. Of course, I guess it does blow a lot of pollen and stuff. So keep your medical kit out of crazy extreme temperatures, but definitely keep it out of direct sunlight. The UV rays. The sun's shifted enough. UV rays degrade it. Oh, TMT says I'm the only swag he needs. Golly, I'm getting so much salt in my pepper, I'm starting to look like Southern Prepper 1. Hi, folks. Southern Prepper 1. Crashing Kev, good job. Crashing Kev ordered some Slishmans. Yeah, Jay said he just got some more in and was restocked on them last week when I hollered at him. He shared that video of how to make a trauma dressing out of Slishman and some gauze, kind of as an impromptu. Yep, Horsepower Coffee. Check out Sister Krista's profile, her account. Can I make that pin message? She's going to be the official Prepper Coffee brand. I appreciate all y'all for being here. If you'll like, share, and sub. And don't forget to tune in to Tactical Muffin Top Tuesdays and Thursdays, generally around 7 p.m. Central Time. So whatever time zone you live in, act accordingly. Or plan accordingly. Can I double tap my own? Nope, I can't double tap my own. Whew. Whew. Hey, don't mess up and click buttons while you're live. You'll interrupt your own live stream. I was trying to highlight Grit and Grace's comment. Yep, I can't do that. I can't highlight Grit and Grace's comment. But she dropped the link in the chat for Horsepower Coffee, which evidently Horsepower Coffee has its own channel. So I'll have to subscribe to them too. I guess that's why when I was clicking on it, YouTube was taking me. Horsepower Coffee. Coffee. Tactical Muffin Top tonight. All right, everybody. Stay lawfully armed. Be good at it, or don't get caught. Lawfully armed out for now. Deuces.